As per reports, China has fired 2 missiles, including one dubbed an aircraft carrier killer, into the South China Sea. This is being seen as a warning to the United States as tensions in the disputed sea lane rise. The Chinese military is thought to have fired one intermediate-range ballistic missile, DF-21D, from Qinghai province, and another medium-range anti-ship ballistic missile, DF-21D, from Zhejiang province. The DF-21D is China's answer to the American supercarriers and is proclaimed to be a potent asymmetric threat. But there's more to this than what meets the eyes in the first instance. DF-21D is not a silver bullet to counter American supercarriers. Time and again, China has resorted to propaganda about its weapons to intimidate its rivals. But in most cases, these have many critical cracks. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why Chinese DF-21D may not be able to target American supercarriers. Let's get into details. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. The Dongfeng 21 is a 2-stage solid-fuel rocket, single-warhead medium-range ballistic missile (MRBM) in the Dongfeng series developed by China Changfeng Mechanics and Electronics Technology Academy. The missile is designed to be fired from land-based mobile launchers. The U.S. Department of Defense in 2008 estimated that China had 60 to 80 missiles and 60 launchers, and approximately 10 to 11 missiles can be built annually. Originally developed as a strategic weapon, the DF-21's later variants were designed for both nuclear and conventional missions. It's thought to be able to carry a high-explosive and submunition warheads, as well as a nuclear warhead of 300 kilotons. The DF-21 is said to be the world's first anti-ship ballistic missile, ASBM. It's thought to employ a maneuverable reentry vehicle, MARV, with a terminal guidance system. This gives it the ability to hit a moving aircraft carrier strike group from long range. Reports indicate that it has a speed of around Mach 10. According to the U.S. National Air and Space Intelligence Center, the missile has a maximum range of around 1,450 kilometers or 900 miles. The U.S. Department of Defense stated in 2010 that China reached initial operating capability (IOC) of the missile. American carriers have defense weapons like RIM-7 Sea Sparrow, RIM-116 rolling airframe missile, and Phalanx close-in weapon system. But these weapons are suitable for defending against cruise missiles, not against DF-21D, which follows a ballistic trajectory. United States Naval Institute in 2009 stated that the warhead of DF-21D would be large enough to destroy an aircraft carrier in one hit, and that there was currently no defense against it if it worked as theorized. But things have changed in the last few years. The U.S. has 3 ways to counter the missile. Let's check them one by one. Over-the-horizon radars cannot pinpoint a carrier's exact location and would have to be used in conjunction with Chinese recon satellites. The U.S. could target the Chinese military's space assets in a preemptive strike with anti-satellite weapons, ASAT. This would potentially handicap the DF-21D. Though recon aircraft and submarines could be used by the Chinese to look for the American supercarriers, they're vulnerable to the carrier battle group's defenses. The Carrier Strike Group has aircraft that can be used to knock out these. FA-18 Super Hornet and F-35C could decimate enemy aircraft and warships using precision strike weapons. American supercarriers do not operate alone but are deployed as part of a Carrier Strike Group. The Carrier Strike Group consists of multiple Ticonderoga-class cruisers and Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, as well as Virginia-class submarines. These are more than capable of neutralizing Chinese assets, which can help DF-21D home in on the target. Nimitz and Ford-class carriers are some of the biggest warships to roam the oceans, but that doesn't mean they're slow and lumbering. Powered by their nuclear reactors, they can move at 35 miles or 56 kilometers per hour. Though these supercarriers are so big, in an open ocean, a carrier is not easy to detect or track. In 30 minutes after sighting by an opponent, the area within which a carrier might be operating will expand to 900 square miles, and this will increase to around 4,000 square miles after 60 minutes. At its maximum range of 1,450 kilometers or 900 miles, DF-21D will take around 7 minutes to hit the target, and the supercarrier could use defensive maneuvers, including the last-moment ones, to evade the missile. So it's not an easy proposition, since each aspect of the complex kill chain of the missile will need to work precisely and could get subverted at different stages. It's to be noted that unlike a cruise missile, the re-entry vehicle will have limited ability of course correction during the final plunge on the target. Importantly, the missile has not been tested against a ship target moving at sea with speeds similar to American supercarriers, let alone ones using clutter and advanced electronic countermeasures to hinder the working of the missile's terminal guidance phase. Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser and Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer are Aegis-enabled. The Aegis Ballistic Missile Defense System is designed by the United States Department of Defense Missile Defense Agency to protect against short and intermediate-range ballistic missiles. Aegis Ballistic Missile Defense is devised to intercept ballistic missiles post-boost phase and prior to re-entry. It enables these warships to shoot down enemy ballistic missiles by expanding the Aegis combat system with the addition of the ANSPY-1 radar and standard missiles. Aegis BMD-equipped vessels can transmit their target detection information to other systems and, if needed, engage potential threats using SM-2, SM-3, or SM-6 missiles. The heart of the Aegis systems on board these warships is the ANSPY-1D radar. It's an advanced, automatic, detect-and-track, multifunctional phased array radar. This high-powered 4-megawatt radar is able to perform a search, track, and missile guidance functions simultaneously, with a capability of over 100 targets. The RIM-174 Standard Extended Range Active Missile, ERAM, or Standard Missile 6, SM-6, have been deployed by the U.S. Navy to counter different kinds of threats. It was designed for extended-range anti-air warfare purposes, providing capability against fixed and rotary-wing aircraft, unmanned aerial vehicles, anti-ship cruise missiles in flight, both over sea and land, and terminal ballistic missile defense. It can also be used as a high-speed anti-ship missile. The missile uses the airframe of the earliest SM-2ER Block 4 RIM-156A missile and some targeting elements from AIM-120C AMRAAM. It can discriminate targets using its dual-mode seeker, with the semi-active seeker relying on a ship-based illuminator to highlight the target, and the active seeker having the missile itself sending out an electromagnetic signal. SM-6 has a max speed of Mach 3.5 and has a 140-pound or 64-kilogram blast fragmentation warhead. The initial operating capability of the missile was planned for 2013 and was achieved on the 27th of November 2013. On the 30th of September 2016, Raytheon announced the SM-6 had achieved the longest surface-to-air intercept in naval history, breaking its previous long-range intercept record made in January 2016. The missile's capability enables it to shoot down a ballistic missile, like DF-21D, in terminal phase.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.